Hello everybody and welcome to That's Football. How are we all doing? When will Liverpool win this Premier League title? And also, do they deserve it? Well, of course they deserve it. Of course they deserve it. But how bad has the Premier League been this season? We will be live tonight for Chelsea versus Arsenal watch along. So we'll talk about some of the Premier League games in a minute. But let's get into it. Look, my club, Manchester United, lost to Liverpool at the weekend. Was I massively impressed by Liverpool? No, I wasn't. I think that they were wasteful in the second half. They could have beaten us more comfortably. But to be honest with you, I've just listened to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer say that that's improvement for Manchester United. That we stayed in the game till the 90th minute, and that's improvement. I don't think Liverpool got out of third gear. I think I've seen Liverpool play a lot better. And the reality is, when will Liverpool win this title? And we can talk about how good Liverpool are in a minute, but when are Liverpool going to win this title? And that's it. When will they win it? They are going to win it. It is inevitable. Will they break records in doing it? It's not just about... Liverpool would have took it... The thing is, I know Liverpool fans, and I've loved ridiculing them for the last 20-odd years. And it's been great fun. It's been great fun. But they would have took the title on the last day of the season if somebody had been deducted points. They didn't care how they won a Premier League title. They would have celebrated it the same as they're going to celebrate this one. They just wanted to win the title. To win it in the way they've done is beyond their wildest dreams. To win it at Christmas, basically, even before, some would say, it's fantastic. They're going to enjoy the longest celebration of a Premier League title ever because they've basically won it now. You can't not win this title. But when will they officially win it? Well, look, if Manchester City were to win all of their last 15 games, they can get to, I think it's 93 points. And Liverpool are currently on 64. So Liverpool just need to do better than 93 points, which is 10 wins from the last 15, which takes them to 94 points. So if you go by that route and you go 10 Premier League games in future, that would be April the 4th against Manchester City. If Liverpool win that game, they'll win the title. But of course, that's assuming that Man City win every single game. They could win it, and I suspect they'll win it in March, which will be the record, by the way. The record for winning the Premier League officially is Manchester United. I think it was the 01-02 season, and I think it was around mid-April, April the 14th off the top of my head. So Liverpool are going to not only just win their... only just is not the word we can associate with Liverpool, unfortunately. Not only are Liverpool going to win the league, but they're going to win it in record time. They're officially going to win it in record time. Are they going to be a treble winners? Well, they're still in the FA Cup. They're going to be able to focus on the Champions League. At the moment, that is on. Are they going to be invincible? At the moment, that is on. So there is a lot of things there. Look, what I would say to you, get in the comments. Will they be invincibles or will they be treble winners? There might be a video of that in the future, but at the moment, what do you think is more likely, invincibles or treble winners? And they've got to go to the Etihad. I think that will be tough for them. They could slip up elsewhere, but FA Cup, they've won the Premier League, so they've already got one of the three when it comes to the treble. They've won the Premier League. They're Champions League holders, so they know how to win that. And FA Cup, why not? So I at the moment, I think it's a 50-50 between Invincibles and treble. They might do both. They might bloody do both, to be honest with you. But when are they going to win it? Well, Manchester City have got to win all of their games just to set up that game at the start of April against Liverpool, assuming Liverpool keep winning all of their games, which, to be honest, they're probably going to do it. But I think the reality is, Man City will drop points as well. So as long as Liverpool keep winning, the latest they can win the title is April the 4th. If they win all their games, they'll win it on April the 4th. If they keep winning and Man City keep dropping silly points, they could win it as early as mid-March. So they could absolutely smash the official winning of the Premier League title. Do I think they'll do that? I've got to bring this in here, and look, Liverpool fans won't give a shit. You're going to win the title at the end of the day. So what I'm about to say is not going to bother you at all. But I've got to be honest, this is quite comfortably the worst Premier League I've ever seen. It is. I'm not saying that the quality of players and the quality of play is the worst ever, because I think the Premier League is a better footballing spectacle now than it was 20 years ago. But for competition and consistency, this has been abysmal. It is abysmal. And that's taking nothing away from Liverpool, because I think if you look at what Liverpool have done, it wouldn't have mattered if it was one of the best Premier Leagues we've ever had. It would have in some ways, because I think if some of the teams had been better, maybe they would have took points off Liverpool. But the reality is, it's not Liverpool's fault it's the worst Premier League title ever. You just crack on with winning your league, which you're going to. But in all honesty, this is a dreadful Premier League. You look at Manchester City, how are they losing to Norwich? How are you dropping points at home to Crystal Palace? You're way better than that. So their heads dropped a long time ago. I think Man City gave up on this title a while ago, and I think that's, I've always said about Man City, very good team. I think on their day, they can beat Liverpool. They are a very good team. But they're also mercenaries, and Liverpool are a football club. Manchester City are mercenary City. They are players that, I know they have retained a league title, and that's a big thing to do, but when the going gets tough, they drop off, which is why in the Champions League they haven't got that grit so far. Chelsea are in 4th place. They should have had it sewn up, and yet they're still dangling 4th place to teams like United and Arsenal and Spurs, who've been dreadful this year, but could still get top 4. Leicester have been good, but I mean, Leicester are the success story of the season, with obviously Liverpool far better than them. But everybody else is dreadful, absolutely dreadful. I mean, the quality in the Premier League this season is, you just don't know what you're gonna get, and it's not because it's exciting. It's because everybody's so bad. I mean, I've seen Norwich. I don't even know. I think they get relegated from the Championship. Like Burnley are dreadful as well. Like there's some, but then they'll go and beat someone like Leicester. It's like, it's such a weird season, and Liverpool have benefited from it. And I think they would have won the league with. I think Liverpool could have won the league in 4th gear. At times they've been in 5th, but they will win the league, and they're going to win it in record times, and they could win it against Everton at Goodison Park. I mean, all they need is Man City to keep dropping silly points, and Liverpool keep winning. And that's the thing when you come back to the Invincibles. Arsenal fans will be sat there going, where are Liverpool going to lose games of football? Because they are so good at grinding out results. I saw them do it against Sheffield United before Christmas. I've seen them do it a couple of times. And I think against Manchester United, their biggest rival, I don't care what Liverpool... I mean, there was some Liverpool fan I saw over on Sunday afternoon saying, look at United now, they're treating us like it's their cup final. I was like, hold on a minute, who are you? How long have you supported Liverpool, mate? Like, you cannot ridicule United fans for treating a game against Liverpool like their cup final. That's the sort of thing you reserve for when you go away to Villa and they've lost 5 games in a row, but they suddenly get up for it and the crowd get up for it like it's their cup final. You're an idiot if you're saying, oh, look at United with your chest, treating us like your cup final. I mean, do you actually understand the rivalry between Manchester United and Liverpool? It doesn't matter whether we're the best in the country or you're the best in the country. It's both teams' cup final. It's the biggest game. You can't mock a United fan or a Liverpool fan because they treat Liverpool United like a cup final. It is. It's a massive game. And it doesn't matter who's good and who's bad. It is a massive, massive game. And I think one of the sad things is that we've never really had a great Liverpool team and a great United team go toe-to-toe, which is why Arsenal United in the late 90s was the best period of the Premier League for me, because they were 2 great teams going together. And, there's no doubting that Liverpool and Man City last season was great, but even Liverpool fans will tell you that wasn't that. And I know they lost it, but that was money against the football club. What you want to see is 2 football clubs going up against each other, and maybe one day we'll see that. But I've never seen Liverpool and United teams go up against each other. I know Liverpool nearly got into title races with United a couple of times, but they weren't really as good as United were, and obviously, no one's going near Liverpool at the moment. So yeah, they will. They'll win the league, and I think they'll probably be announced official Premier League winners in March, which will absolutely smash the record, which is what United hold for mid-April at the moment for being announced official Premier League winners. And we need to keep an eye on the treble and the Invincibles, because Liverpool are, they're going to be fresh for the end of the season as well. I think they could prioritise the cup now, because they've basically got the league done, and the Champions League will become. I mean, look, we're going to be talking about in a couple of months' time, where does this Liverpool side rank as the best Premier League side ever? It's hard, and Liverpool fans will already be saying we've proven we're the best. That's not how you do it. I think one thing you've got to do is retain the Premier League, by the way. And win it more than once, and also that there is some tough opposition there. I think United's 99 and 08 teams were absolutely superb. I think Mourinho's Chelsea team in 05-06 was fantastic, and I think, as I said, the Arsenal team of 98 was very, very good. I don't really rate the Invincibles teams, to be honest with you. And Man City, under Pep, were good as well. So Liverpool are going to be. We're going to be discussing where they fit in there as well. You can get in the comments if you want. But, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think the impressive thing about this Liverpool side, and I hate to talk about this, but realisation and acceptance has to set in. So you've got to start you know, you either fill your life with hate or you just look at it and go, look, my club's not where it should be. We've handed it, you know, we've rolled a red carpet out this season. We've just not been good enough to stop our biggest rival. Nowhere near good enough. We're miles behind. We're an embarrassment. So you either dwell in that hate that you can't win and you drown in it, or you climb out of that hate and you go, look, why are Liverpool so good? How good are they? In a respectful way, because I don't like to do it, but you have to do it. And I think with Liverpool, how good are they? Well, look, their keeper's fantastic. Their fullbacks are world class. Van Dijk's the best centre-back in the world. And their front three are, you know, magic, to be honest with you. I think they're better than any front three in world football, really. And their midfield is just very efficient and talented. I think their midfield's their weak spot. I think their midfield is not where they've got their best players. But the players they've got are very, very good. And you win games because of your midfield. So you can't take anything away from that. Their manager's superb. Their running of the club has been excellent. And I don't think they're going to go anywhere soon. But I've got to say, there is something weird about Liverpool for me. And that is that their lack of depth. I just think, how have they been lucky? Have they just bought superbly well? How is it that they I don't know, they do pick up injuries, but you know, I look at United and I look at Spurs and I look at City, and you look at like the injuries to Kane in the last couple of years, United's injuries, Man City pick up injuries. Do Liverpool ever lose Mane or Salah or Van Dijk for any period of time? No. And you've got to look at that a lot of that's probably down to recruitment. They're very clever in the way they recruit. I mean, you can't ever say that somebody's never going to break their leg, but you can also look at their injury records. And I think Liverpool, the success story is from top to bottom. And I think where United from top to bottom are a mess, I think from top to bottom Liverpool are very, very, very efficient. And I hope they win the league and that's it. I don't want them to win any other trophies. I don't want them to be invincible. I don't want them to get anywhere near a treble. But at the moment, it's very much on, isn't it? What is also on is Chelsea versus Arsenal tonight. I'm doing a watch along for that. And if only to just typify this league, if Arsenal beat Chelsea, Arsenal get back into a race for top four, which is unbelievable. I think even Arsenal fans would say that. And United, if they beat Burnley tomorrow and Chelsea lose tonight, will be 2 points off top four, which is just ultra unbelievable because we shouldn't be anywhere near it. So again, that just shows the quality of the league below Liverpool, who are where they deserve to be. Smash a like on the video, make sure you subscribe if you're new, and join me tonight. We'll be live for Chelsea versus Arsenal watch along. Speak to you all soon, get your comments in below.